Greetings, my name is Tamala Farron, and welcome to Magic with Tamala. This is the second version. The first one, my lovely son interrupted, so I'm redoing it. Today I would like to discuss absolute wonderful finds. Thrift store, yard sale. I mean, it's August. The yard sales are everywhere. And the best ones are the ones that are out in the country. You go for a long ride, you come across these old homes, and you've got the most amazing finds there. Whether it's mortars and pestles or it's cauldrons, I mean, cast iron cauldrons. They are everywhere. And they're really dirt cheap considering what you see them online for. But going to thrift stores, secondhand stores, can be just as much of a discovery as anything else. It's really nice. You can pick up some major magical tools, and for pennies on a dollar. It's really crazy. I've picked up candlesticks that are like $100 at a store for like $5. I've picked up all sorts of beautiful tools for the cheapest of prices. And it's really nice, especially like we've got 6 kids. So growing up, getting stuff for their altars, finding stuff for their altars was really easy going through thrift stores like Value Village or, just Salvation Army, whatever, St. Vincent de Paul, antique stores. You'd be surprised. They've got bins of stuff that, like, a couple dollars. And you start going through these bins and you find things that are perfect for an altar. If you look through, like I said, garage sales, usually it's the ones out in the county or out in the country that have the most amazing stuff because they're digging stuff out of their attics and they don't, family, they don't want anymore that they just throw on the front lawn hoping to get people to come in and buy it. And you sit there and you look at these things and they're so beautiful and they're so perfect. And it works really, like, systematically, magic is not supposed to be expensive. So you got all these stores, and don't get me wrong, the stuff in there is beautiful. But for a lot of people, they can't afford it. And it gets to the point where they stop practicing because they can't afford it. And that really sucks. Because magic is not expensive. I mean, technically, you can go out in nature and bring home whatever you need to make it. You can do stuff. You can craft your own tools, your own wands, your own staves. You can craft your own stuff and make it the way you want it. Whether it's out of clay or if it's out of wood or if it's out of stone, you can do all of this. I mean, I even know people who are blacksmithing their own athames and their own swords and stuff that it emphasizes on all the energy that you put into it. So it's really nice. It's handcrafted. Stuff that you don't have to go out and buy and pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars on. And I find that when I'm done with stuff and I no longer use it or want it, when we have Coven gatherings, I'll put out a table and I'll fill it with whatever, and I'll tell people, if you've got extra stuff, tarot decks, rune decks, whatever, rune stones, anything. I mean, candles, incense that you don't want, or you got yourself some incense and you didn't like it because it was just a little too sweet for you or something. Bring it, put it on the table. Somebody else may be able to use it. And people walk away with treasures. For them, it's treasures. Like for us, it's treasures when we find something. And it didn't cost them anything. It technically didn't really cost us anything to be kind and to help one another out. And that's, really good. It works and it helps and it makes you feel good. And people tend to explore more when they've got the ability, the tools. I mean, even books. Think about it. You find a book that you've already got a copy of, but it's only $1.25 at a thrift store. Pick it up. Hand it out to somebody you want or somebody you know. I've done it. I've done it with books for my kids. Oh, geez, okay. I can pick up 15 books for $10. Grab them, come home, and go, okay, here you go. And that saves, and it keeps them moving. It keeps people going. If I've got an extra book and I realize, oh, geez, I already bought that one. Okay, so I gift it out to somebody. I've had people do that to me. Do you have this book? If you don't, I've got a copy. Take it. That really helps everybody. If you have extra herbs in your garden, gather them, bundle them, and hand them out. If you're having a gathering at your house to begin with, and like you've got 6-10 people coming in, make 10 bundles. As they walk in the door, hand it to them and say a token of my appreciation for you coming tonight. Simple as that. It really does amplify the energy and help others to commit to being their true selves, who they are. And like I said, in this day and age, not everybody has a lot of money. So helping everybody out really does, it works. And don't do it because you think you're going to get something back. Do it so that you can make somebody smile and feel good. That's the whole process. That's what everything is technically about. I mean, don't get me wrong. I charge for seminars and classes. I charge for readings. Didn't used to charge for readings at all. But I'm put in the position where I have to now, for most readings anyways, personal readings. The stuff that I make, handcraft. Yeah, sometimes when somebody needs it, I do a barter system where I trade. Trade is good. But there are a lot of times where it has to be money up front. And it helps me out as well. So I understand for those people who sit there and say, but if I did give everything away, I would never make it to survive. I get that. But there are some things you don't need to sell. You don't need to, I mean, even if you're having a pagan yard sale, don't put the prices to the point where people can't afford it. Be reasonable. It all takes just a little bit of time and just a little bit of love to make this world go round. And encourage your brothers and sisters. Encourage them. Share with them. Be a part of the community. It helps. So, I hope you like this little episode here. Click like, please subscribe, and have a mad, crazy, wonderful Wednesday. As I will it, so mote it be.